This place is evil.
Well, this trailer caught my attention. There's a lot of interesting elements here that could meld together into a really interesting movie. The big question though is, will it? You've got two very good actors in Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy who can both carry dramatic elements of any movie, and Anya has shown with Furiosa that she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. Then you've got Scott Derrickson as the director. He's responsible for the original Doctor Strange, and he's no stranger to scary movies with The Exorcism of Emily Rose, Sinister, Deliver Us from Evil, and more recently, The Black Phone. This could be genuinely good, but it's streaming on Apple TV Plus and only has a PG-13 rating. Yay! Anywho, on to the premise. It feels like for this movie, there would have to be a huge suspension of disbelief in order to go with it, as there seems to be some genuinely stupid elements in the setup. What am I talking about? You've got this gorge in an undisclosed location that is guarded by these two towers on either side. Why are they guarding it? Well, apparently it's the gates to hell.
The gorge is the door to hell.
Okay, not what I had in mind.
Is it really? They show some imagery that makes you think that it might be. The trailer even states that it's the world's most dangerous secret. Okay, but then, why in the name of all things holy, see what I did there? Would you then just guard it with two towers? And just a single person in each tower? And keep it completely off-grid?
There is no outside communication here.
I get that it's very much a need-to-know place and mission, but only one person on each side? That's moronic. What happens when the person has to sleep, or do basically anything that doesn't have them focusing on the gorge? We do see quite a few shots with them doing things other than watching the gorge. Or what happens when whatever monstrosity comes from the depths of the gorge and gets through their defenses?
So what's the mission?
You need to stop what's in the gorge from coming out.
How do they communicate that with anyone? Hey, oh, shit. That demon just got through. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. I guess I'll just keep watching the gorge and hope they sort it out wherever the demon ends up terrorizing civilization. It makes no sense. I'd add towers up the wazoo, making it look like one of those tower defense games, and maybe even throw some sort of a roof over it to keep whatever is coming from there on its own side. There would be actual military bases on both sides. This is literally the fate of the world if it is actually the gates of hell. From the setup, it looks like that will at least play into the two characters getting to know each other from across the gorge. But man, it's stupid. I mean, they show on Anya's side that at least she's got access to a pretty big armory, way too much for a single person. I'm guessing Miles' side, since he's American, would be pretty well stocked with guns too. From the trailer you can see that Anya's a very good sniper and Miles is likely a retired Marine. They are both recruited to this mission from both sides to guard the tower for the next year.
You're home for the next 365 days.
It looks like over the span of the year, not much happens with regards to the Hellspawn, and the two characters slowly get to know each other and grow fond of each other while they keep each other company. They even play a little bit of chess. You know Miles is getting his ass handed to him with every chess game against Anya. You see them doing some menial tasks, and I guess that will help them grow a little complacent before all hell literally breaks loose. They mention some secrets about this place.
What's the truth about this place?
So I guess Miles' character will at some point stumble onto whatever those secrets might be, and that will be what sets off the chaos we see that will have them end up in the gorge, instead of overlooking it. Something goes wrong on Miles' side and he has to get across to the other side, and that's when he ends up down in the gorge. I genuinely love the sequence where you can see his line snapping and him deploying his parachute, and Anya's like, "No!" and goes, "Fuck it, I'm going after him," and just jumps into the gorge. No fear. I like that right after that, they show her getting dragged away. Why do I like that? Because it shows both of them getting into trouble and having to help one another. And both of them being very competent, but no OP girl bossing here. She's a badass, make no mistake, but not the shitty girl boss we keep seeing recently. They're both dependent on each other. Teamwork makes the dream work. I like that Apple is releasing this on Valentine's Day. It's kind of funny. The last movie that did this sort of stunt was Deadpool. Will this be romantic? Probably not. But there are two people who form some sort of a relationship over the course of the movie. That counts, right? Maybe with it premiering on Valentine's Day. They make it out alive and get together? Or maybe our expectations will be subverted and they both die in hell. Who knows? What I don't like is that we get glimpses of monsters and imagery that means they might genuinely be in a place either like hell or hell itself, and then you go PG-13. To be fair though, we don't know how far into the horror territory this movie is going to go, but there's glimpses that it will definitely go there. So the R rating might genuinely not be needed? We'll have to wait and see. I'm cautiously optimistic about this one though. I like all the people involved, and Apple at least, though not as prolific as the other streamers, usually puts out pretty solid media. Quality over quantity. Hopefully it's the case with this one too. I will definitely be watching this come Valentine's Day. Anywho, that's me signing off.
What if I gave you a reason?